Right, good morning grade 11s. Today we are looking at your practical test that you wrote. This is a 50-mark test that had 25 marks on Microsoft Access and 25 marks on Microsoft Word. So let's jump in. Right, so as we look at question number 1, it dealt with Microsoft Access, and you can see this is the file that was given. So I'm going to take you through everything as to how you should have answered this. So you can see we've got two tables, table adults and table data, and they have different data in each one of those tables. So if we look at question 1.1, they asked us to open it and make a couple of changes in the design view of table adults. So let's go to the design view. Here you can see we have our field names, our data types, and our field properties. So the first one said make the ID field the primary key. So you click in that field and you literally just go and click primary key. All right. Next one says swap the order of first name and surname. So they want us to move this around. Obviously whatever we do here is going to affect in Datasheet view, but it won't change any of the content that's in there, which is what they don't want us to do. They don't want us to mess with the content. So all we're going to do is we're going to click on it. You'll see what I did. Let me just move again. I do this with my mouse pointer, and then you'll see it changes. I can click on it, hold it down, and move it above first name, and you can see I've just changed the order. Okay, that was for 2 marks. Then adjust the field size of surname. So we click in surname, come down to our field properties, and they say to an appropriate size. So you could put anything in here, 35, 40, whatever the case may be. Then they want the default value of the gender field changed to F for female. So we're going to put an F in there, and you'll see when I click anywhere else, it has the inverted commas around it. So if you forget to do that, it will do that for you. Right, then change the data format of the accommodation field. So we go to accommodation. They want us to change the data format, right, to allow for a tick box. Okay, so when we use a tick box, it's going to be that yes or no. So we can go down here and just select yes, no, and you'll see there the format then changes to yes, no, all right, or our tick box. We'll have a look at it now when we go back to Datasheet view. Then the last one, change the data types of email and photo fields to more appropriate types based on their descriptions. So the description for email says this should automatically open to email addresses of the manager and coach. So there, see which one we can use. We're going to use a hyperlink because it wants to open up to those email addresses, right? And then your photo, they want us to put in a photo, and for that the data type will have to be the OLE object. So that is what you needed to do for this section with regards to your table adults and the changes in the design view. So let's go to our Datasheet view. Yes, we want to save it. That's all fine. And now we go back and you'll see, there are tick boxes, surnames first, then first name. None of the data has changed. Okay, so for 1.1, we've got all that sorted. Now they want us to make a couple of changes to the Datasheet view, to this view. And first of all, they want us to center the data of the gender field. So you can see here, we can click on it. Now we just need to go and center this. We go to our text formatting, that's centered. Okay, so now they want us to find the record Jason Rousseau, and we can either go and look this up via first name, or we can just scroll to our surname and just go down, and there we see Jason Rousseau, and they want us to change the sport to rugby. So we literally just click in there and change that to rugby. They want us then to change the font of all the records to Cambria size 12. So I go up here to my text formatting section, and you'll click in there and change it to, let's see what they want, Cambria, here we go, Cambria and size 12. Right, next one, change the view of the table to horizontal grid lines only. Okay, and you can see over there, horizontal grid lines only. You'll see the change that it makes over there. Okay, so now we're looking at our form. So we're going to go to the Create tab. We're going to go to our Form Wizard. And they want us to enter all the fields from the Table Adults table. So we click on the double arrows and Next. Now what do they say in the question? They want us to use the columnar layout, so that's fine. We click Next. And they want us to save it as, let's just use Form Adults. And we're going to leave everything else the same, and it's going to open up in what we know as the Datasheet view. So there's our form. Okay, now they want us to do or to make a couple of changes. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to go into the design view. All right, so first things first, they want us to insert the image logo.png. Now let's just adjust this so that we have enough space. And we're going to use our design tab and this button over here that says insert image. So let's go and do that. There's the logo, I've got that, but if you don't, you're going to go browse and go to where the picture is, and you'll see your mouse pointer changes, okay, because you have to draw that in. So there I've got my logo, and I can adjust the size, I can move it around, okay. They want that in the header section. This is the header section, this is the detail section, and then they want us to adjust the background color. So all we do, we right click in there, fill back color, and we can choose whatever color we want for that. Now we can have a look at it in the form view, and you'll see that's where it is. Okay, let's go back to our design view. And our form over here, we can go and format that as well. We can make it bold. We can change the text color to black. We can adjust the size as well and what's going to be in there. Alright, so these are just some of the options that we do have. We can go and put a border around that, and you'll see them when we go back to our form view. Okay, so we go back to our form view. Okay, so let's move on now to question number 2, which deals with Word, and we're looking at the document Teaching Career. Now, as you can see, this is what the document looks like. There's our cover page. Then we've got our first page with a hyperlink. We've got some more info there, and we've got some items, a list of where to study items, and another hyperlink. Okay. So let's see what they want us to do. So first things first, they say change the current built-in cover page to the motion cover page template. All right. So we want to go into our cover page, and we want to go and change our cover page. All right. So we're going to go Insert, Cover Page. And it should show us at the moment what we have. They want motion. Let's have a look at this. Right, so now we've brought in the motion cover page, and you can see it's changed the existing cover page to the new one. Right, then they want us to apply the title style to the main heading. So there's the main heading. We click on it, highlight it, and we go to our Home tab, Styles, and they want title style. Click on the title style, done. Then they want us to justify the whole document. So we can just go Control A. That will then highlight everything in the document, all the text, and we go to our paragraph section and alignment, justify, and we click justify. And just like that, it's done. Okay, you can see when I click there, justified is selected. Okay, then they say we need to locate the hyperlink. It's this one. And what do they say? Everything after this hyperlink is contained in a new section. Okay, so that means we click in somewhere after this particular hyperlink, and we're going to go into our breaks. because what we're essentially going to do is bring in a section break. So we can go to our breaks, go to page break over there, which is a simple one, and everything's now going to be on a new page. Okay, so moving on, they want us to convert the paragraphs under the heading Why Become a Teacher. So let's just highlight all of that. Why Become a Teacher. There we go. Okay, so everything's highlighted. Now what do they want us to do? Convert it to 2 columns with a line in between. Okay, so let's see. Where do we go? I'm going to go Insert. Right, let's continue. Question number 2, we are going into Word. We are in the teaching career document. And the first thing they want us to do is change the cover page. So all you're going to do is click on the cover page. And you're going to go Insert, Cover Page, and they want us to change it to the one that says named Motion. You scroll down, find it, click on it, and that's it. Okay, so now you've changed your cover page. Then they want us to change the title, heading, to the title style. So we've got a Home tab, Styles, and you simply click on Title. So now we've done that. Then they want us to justify the whole document. So you can hold down Control and click A, press A, to highlight all the text in your document. Go to your paragraph section, and under the alignment over here, you'll see align left, align center, align right, and then justify. Click on it, and the document has been justified. Right, then we go through to the next one. They want us to locate this hyperlink, and after that, create a new section. So we're going to go through our tabs, see if we can find, okay, there's a page break. It's not quite they wanted. Under the layout tab, we can go breaks, and there you'll see there's our next page break, continuous break. So we can use the next page break, or we can just use page break. That's going to do exactly the same thing. So that's how we've moved everything after the hyperlink to a new section. Right, moving on. They want us now to highlight all the text under Why Become a Teacher. So let's do that. And they want us to convert this to a column. So you see we stay on the layout tab, we go to columns, and they want us to convert it to 2 columns with a line in between. So there's nothing here that says that. So we're going to go to more columns. We're going to select 2 because they want 2 columns. And we're going to put a ticking line between because that's what they want. Okay. Now, they also mentioned that they want the word sure, or the sentence starting with the word sure, to appear at the top of the next column. So for that, what we're going to do is just click in breaks, and we're going to click in a column break. Right, and you'll see there it moves it to the top of the next column. Right, moving on. They want us to locate all the text under the heading Benefits of Being a Teacher. So we're going to highlight all of that here. Now they want us to fiddle around with the spacing. So it's easy just to go to Home, Paragraph section, and then go to the Line Spacing Options. And the reason we're here is because they want us to make a few changes. So the first one is the spacing before. They want us to change that to 8. They want us to change the spacing after to 6. And they want the line spacing to be exactly 30. We do all of that here. Click OK. Boom. It's done. All right. Now we've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 marks worth of this 15 mark section. Okay. The next one deals with this list. So this is a little bit tricky. But just remember the following. Let's see, we want to select everything. Okay. Now they want us to create a multi-level list. So this is how it works. We go Home, we go to the Paragraph section. You will see there multi-level list, and we're going to click on it. But we're going to go down to Define New Multi-Level List because they want us to do 3 things. They want us to create 3 different levels of lists. So the first level, and you'll see these are the levels over here. So on the first one, they want it to be numbered. The numbering style must be like A, B, C, D. So we click on that. Then we go to the second level. The second level, they want it to be those Roman numerals. These ones here, like 1, 2, 3, and then the I, V, and those. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And then for the third one, they want us to put in a bullet, right? And you'll see they have a couple of options here. In this example, they wanted us to choose a specific bullet. So for that one, you'll click on New Bullet. You'll wait because then another box will open. They tell you that it's WebDings 151. Now, from the font, you'll obviously go and select WebDings. And to find the character code quickly, this is why they actually give you the code. You go and type that in and it'll show you that's the particular one. So double click on it, click OK. And there you can see level 1 is A, level 2 is the Roman numeral, and level 3 is the defined bullet. So now we click OK, but oh no, what's this? Okay, doesn't quite look like what we wanted. Right, now this is why. This is all level 1. So when I click over here and I tab or indent, you see the level changes. Look at that, level 3. So this is still level 1, level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay, so you can do that through your entire document. You can see, or through that entire section. And there now I have my multi-level list, and you can see I've got 3 levels worth of this. So this is something definitely worth practicing. Okay, grade 11s, we're now on question 3, dealing with Word still. We're now in teaching bursary. Okay, now they want us to make a few changes, things like the watermark, spelling, etc. Now, in some versions of Word, you'd go insert watermark. In this one, we're going to go to design, and we're going to go to watermark. Okay, now they've asked us to insert a particular watermark. For that, we then need to go to custom watermark, and they want us to insert an image. So picture watermark, you go select picture, and then we need to navigate to where it is. So if we had a data folder, we're going to go from file. 2016 is obviously going to be slightly different. So there you go. I'm going to go to the desktop, and I'm going to scroll down to that data folder. Let's see where that is. Yes, and I'm going to insert, let's say, the logo one. Right, now they say insert a watermark. Do not wash out the item. So it means you must take this tick out. All right, and then they want it scaled to 200%. Those are the options. We click apply, we click OK, and there you can see we can click close. There is our watermark. So just for that, we are talking about 3 marks. Then they say in the spelling of Funza Lushaka is wrong. Now you can see there's Funza Lushaka and here's Funsa Lushaka. Okay, so what do we need to do? All right, we now, let's go back to our home tab. We want to go and deal with find and replace. So we can click on replace. What do we want to find? We want to find Funsa, and we want to replace it with Funza. But they don't stop there. They say that we need to change that when we replace it to one that also changes the color to green. Okay, so not only do we want to change the spelling, but we want to change some formatting. So we go to more, and you can see we can go to format here at the bottom. So we're going to go to font, and we're going to say we need to change that. Let's see what the paper says, any green color. And they also want, no, that's all. Okay, so we click OK. We're happy with everything. It's going to change all instances of Funza with Funza, and we're going to make it green, and we say replace all. And you see there 4 replacements. We say yes, click OK, and there you can see all the instances of Funza is replaced with Funza. All right, so we have that sorted now. Now they want us to add our name and surname as the author of the document. So we're going to go to File, we're going to click on Info, and there you can see we can actually add ourselves as one of the authors. Okay, so there you see add an author, and I can go and type in my name, Colin, over there. Right, last 2 items. The next one, we need to just save this as a PDF document, and then they want us to insert it into the document as an icon. So first things first, File, Save As, and then we're going to say on this PC, Obviously on Office or in Office 2010 it's going to be a little different. So let me just go browse. I'm going to save it to the desktop, and I'm just going to change the save as type. I'm not changing the name. Okay, click save, and there's our Word document, and it should then open up. There we go, our PDF version. So we know we've done that correctly. That's 1 mark. Okay, now they want us to insert that quickly. Let me just click there. And what are we going to do now? We are going to insert, and what do we need to insert? We need to insert an object. So not text from a file, we need to insert an object. We already have the object, which is the PDF file. So all we do is object type Adobe Acrobat. Yes, that's fine, but we're not creating new. So you need to say create from file. We're going to go and navigate to that file. There it is, Teaching Bursary. Link to the file, so when the person clicks on it, it opens up that file, and we want it displayed as an icon, which you can see at the bottom right. We then click OK, and it will now bring in that file. When I click on it, you can see what is it going to do. It's going to open up Adobe Acrobat, all right, with that file. So grade 11, that was the 10-mark question on Word with a document of Teaching Bursary.